Hello?
Hello. This is Danvers. May I speak to Penny Dreadful? Gru? Gru, is that you? No. I'm not crank calling you this time, I promise. This time, it's important. It's important. Can you put Penny on the line?
Could you just give me that? Don't eat the phone again. Danvers, how many times do I have to tell you I'm not going to curse Dr. Coate so that you can watch an extra hour of TV?
No. That's not it this time. Maybe next time though. But anyway, I found this old book in the basement. It's called Barney the Vampire, or the Feast of Blood. And Dr. Coate and Ivy said that it's a Penny Dreadful. I said that's impossible because Penny Dreadful is up there in Massachusetts and not in the asylum basement.
No, Danvers. I am Penny Dreadful, excellent hostess of shilling shockers. No, you see, what you have there is a Penny Dreadful, which was a British publication released in the 19th century, and it was released in serialized format. Each week, the installments would cost a penny apiece.
Oh, I see.
And of course, Varney the Vampire, well, that's an epic serial that was unleashed upon the world between 1845 and 1847 in weekly installments. That's quite the collector's item you have there, Danvers.
Ooh. Well, in that case, I have a great idea. Let's show the first part of Varney the Vampire, or the Feast of Blood, right here on Demented Features.
Well, good luck with that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Have an excellent time. Guru, make sure you change our phone number.
He was so discouraged. Nothing seemed to work. But Santa is equal to any emergency, and he'll think of something. I wonder what it will be this time.
Now, children, you know that I have never disappointed you before. We have never disappointed. So gather around. I want to tell you the story of Jack and the Beanstalk to show you what courage and faith means. You remember about Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack's mother gave him the family cow to take into town and to make a trade. Remember that? Well, Jack took the family cow into town, and all he brought back was one bean. One bean. Remember that? Something very good happened. That means you must always have faith. Don't ever be discouraged. You must have faith.
Before we return to Santa's chilling predicament,
Let us ask the only reasonable question. How did this movie come into existence? Barry Mahon was a prolific, Florida-based filmmaker whose resume includes nudie cuties, cheap horror, and family films that feel like they were made under duress. Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny was designed as a matinee attraction, something to keep children quiet while their parents reconsidered their life choices. Shot largely in Miami, the film leans heavily on padding, broken shots, wandering children, songs that repeat until time itself seems to slow. To fill the runtime, Mahon framed the movie as a story within a story, trapping Santa on a beach while children reenact unrelated fairy tales. Yes, my minions, this is a Christmas movie where Santa is stranded, immobile, and forced to watch amateur theater. Eek.
We used to have a magic harp that sang to us each day. Then someone stole that magic harp, but as I always say, tooraloo-raloo, tooraloo-ralee. What's the use of being sad? It won't help you or me. We used to have a wondrous hen that laid us golden eggs until a thief broke in one night and grabbed it by the legs. Tooraloo-raloo, tooraloo-ralee. What's the use of feeling bad? We should have locked the door. We used to have a coach and four with seats of velvet red. And then we sold that coach and four to buy a loaf of bread. Tooraloo-raloo, no more Sunday drives. Rich or poor, I always say, it's good to be alive. It's good to be, it's good to be, it's good to be alive.
Ladies, step right up, please. Step right up. Tell you what I'm going to do. Gentlemen, step right up, please. Step right up. Tell you what I'm going to do. I have here in my hand the magic of the ancient pharaohs. Plant these beans and they will transport you to an enchanted land. How about you, sir?
Come on, John. Just another one of your phony publicity tricks to sell more cows. Instead of wasting your time on this, you ought to sell better merchandise.
Yes, your stock and cows is terrible. But they're all broken down and none of them give milk. Now, wait just a moment. I may have done some shady things in the past, but, William, how was I to know that cow of yours would stop giving milk after the 5,000-mile guarantee ran out? I didn't plan it that way.
You wouldn't take her back either.
Ah, but a bargain's a bargain. I didn't make you buy her. I presume you're looking for a bargain in a new cow?
No, sir. My mother asked me to bring my cat to town to sell her. You see, we need the money very badly.
My boy, this is a magnificent beast. Magnificent. Park her over there, will you? She should bring top dollar. As a matter of fact, tell you what I'm going to do. In my hands here, I have the key to your future, my lad. These magic beans can transport you to untold riches.
These are nothing but old beans. I have to have money for my cow.
Money? Of course, a few dollars, but then it's gone. These magic beans can do it for you, believe me. These are the key to your future.
How will I know this?
You have to take my word for that.
Honest John, yes, that's my name. Magic beans, yes, that's my game. Trade with me and soon your troubles will be gone. yes, they'll be gone. Just ask any millionaire who's the man that put him there, and he'll say, I owe it all to Honest John.
Magic beans, are they really magic? Can they make me wealthy, as you say? Magic beans, how I wish I had them. This would really be my lucky day. Honest as the day is long, Honest John won't steer you wrong. This would be our lucky day.
So what do you say?
Well, I don't know. My mother said to bring home some money, and I don't know what good these beans will do.
Well, you just take them, and I promise you, you'll never regret it. And if you don't find the magic, bring them back, and I'll gladly give you $1 for your cow. You see, we have a bargain. Honest John never fails to deliver.
Thank you, sir. But if anything is wrong, I'll be back to see you.
Never fear. Honest John will always be here. Now, gentlemen, you've seen the fine animal this young man has brought in. What am I bid for her?
Well, I'll pay $15.
I'll pay 20.
You should be ashamed of yourself. $20 for such a fine animal. She's worth at least 100.
If you gave that boy just a few beans.
Aha, but those were magic. Now we're talking about mundane dollars. Do I hear 30?
Well, I'll pay 30, but not a penny more.
Do I hear 35? 31.50. All right, sold to the man for $30. But you must take her now to save me the evening feed bill.
Give me a hand.
Sure.
Are over. Our fortune is made. But now I'm going to live like we used to.
Jack, whatever are you talking about? Give me the money.
That's it, Mother. I didn't get the money. I got these instead.
You mean you traded our cows for these silly beans?
Yes, Mother, and they're magic. Honest John assured me that good fortune would come our way.
Oh, Jack, how could you? How could you be so stupid?
He said if I wasn't completely satisfied, I could bring back the beans and he would give me the money for the cow.
But then you take them right back and get your money. And you, Rosemary, go with him. And make sure that rascal doesn't take advantage of us again.
His sign is gone. So is our cow. What have I done?
You've done the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. That's what you've done. Oh, Jack, how could you be so foolish?
Maybe the beans are really magic.
Oh, don't be silly.
Rosemary, Jack.
Yes, Mother.
Where were you last night? I was so tired, I went to bed.
I was looking for that man.
Did you get the money?
No, he went out of business and he left town.
Oh, dear, whatever shall we do now?
We'll just have to wait until the magic works.
You and your silly magic. Give me those beans.
I told you they were magic. Look, it's a giant beanstalk and it's climbing to the sky. I'm going to see where it goes.
Jack, do be careful. I don't think we should have let him go.
Let him go. The means are magic. Maybe he'll bring something back.
Up and up above the clouds, I climb hand over hand. Up and up until I get into the magic land. High and high above the sky, the world looks like a ball. High and high, I mustn't look for fear that I may fall. When I get there, I may meet a princess I can save, or perhaps a giant or two. I hope that I'll be brave. Soon and soon, I'll be there soon. What wonders will there be? Soon and soon, beyond the moon, my magic land I'll see. At last, my magic land, I'll see.
Oh dear, it looks like he's reached the clouds.
Oh, I shouldn't have scolded him so hard. And maybe he would have stayed here with us.
Don't worry, Mother. The beans were obviously magic or they wouldn't have grown like that. Maybe you'll bring back some treasure.
Just as long as he comes back himself. I never should have scolded him so hard. I do hope he'll be all right.
Don't worry. He'll reach the top and he'll come back down. What else can he do?
What do I have for lunch?
That's very good. I had the same thing, dear. I had stew.
Is that what I smell?
Yes, dear. I've added some new herbs and spices. It'll be even better today than before.
No, I smell something else.
Fie-fo, from I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fie-fo, why I know he's right nearby. Fie-fo, me, although he thinks he's fooling me. Fie-fo, oh, he's right nearby, I know. If he's hiding in the closet, if he's underneath the bed, I'll soon have him wishing he were back home instead. Fie-fo, from I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fie-fo, why I know he's right nearby. 'Cause I tell him, that's why.
Now, where would anyone be? Oh, dear. It's the herbs and spices. Now, please eat.
All right, bring me some ale and bread. Now, bring me my magic hand.
Yes, dear.
Now lay me another. Ah, that's more like it.
Is it all right with you, dear, if I go to market now?
All right. I'll take a nap. My magic hand is gone. I knew I smelled someone. If I find him, I'll crush his bones.
Mama, Jack's back! Look what I have, our magic hen back.
Are you all right, dear? Does it still like golden eggs?
Well, it did for the giant.
The giant, where have you been?
In a magic land inhabited by a giant. He must have been the one who stole Father's possessions. Anyway, I hid in his house. And when he fell asleep, I took our hen back.
Did you see our other?
Yes, but I could only bring this. So I thought the hen would be best. I saw a harp and a bag full of golden eggs, which she kept as the hen laid them. But this was all I could bring.
Well, I'm happy to have you back anyway. Maybe the hen will lay us an egg. Please try hard, little hen.
Oh, yes, lay us a golden egg. Come on, little hen, just like you did for the giant.
Your father told me the mechanism was very delicate and we should not overdo it. So we'll only have the hen lay an egg when we really need it. You've done well, my son. We're both proud of you.
If I could only remember where I got those magic beans. Well, I'll have to make the best of it.
Is this the place?
This is it. Could I interest you in some magic beans, sir? Surely you've heard the story of Jack and his good fortune. Think of what it could do for you. And I'm only charging $10 apiece.
$10? But how could they be magic for only $10? He's obviously a fraud.
But Jack traded in an old cow.
But if they were really worth anything, he'd ask more than $10. Come on.
I've made a mistake. It seems I've underestimated the power of the publicity I've gained. It won't happen again.
Here are your beans.
Thank you, my lad. And here's the $1 for your 1,000 beans.
I'll sell them to you anytime for this price.
I appreciate the service, and I'm gladly willing to pay for it. Ah, here come some likely customers. Place now, so if I need you, I'll call for you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the gentleman that gave our neighbor Jack his magic beans?
Of course. Is there some complaint? I hear he returned with riches beyond his dreams, and I can do the same for you. Be back in a moment. You see, I have here a few of the ones that sent Jack into the heavens and riches beyond his wildest dreams. Perhaps I could interest you in a little trade.
But we don't have a cow.
There's always a price.
What's your price?
$100.
$100? Well, that's very steep.
For riches beyond your wildest dreams, anyone would pay $100.
Wait a minute. If these beans can give you riches beyond your wildest dreams, how come you're only asking $100 for them?
Ah, but the price is much more, madam. I would ask many thousands, but I am a friend of the people. My good fortune is your good fortune. But of course I must make enough to cover expenses.
What a kind soul. What a nice outlook.
He just wants to help his friends.
The only problem is we don't have $100.
Perhaps I could interest you in our easy payment plan. Just think. Untold riches for only $10 down and $10 a month.
And we could pay for our payments from the riches we receive from the beans.
Seems too easy to me.
Ah, but this is only my way of spreading the wealth and happiness, dear. Now, if you care to, you can step in my office and we'll sign the papers.
I don't see why I can't go again. After all, he's got my father's harp. And why should he have that? I know what you'll say if I ask her again. Why do you want to risk your life on a silly mechanical harp? But I think we ought to have it.
What do I have for lunch today?
I've cooked you a delicious dish of fried creepy crawlers, dear. It's one of your favorites.
I love creepy crawlers. I could eat them all day. These things are so crackly and crunchy, they're delicious. Ah, there's nothing like a good meal of creepy crawlers to make a man feel good. Wife, bring me my magic harp and my bag of gold. Aren't you hungry?
Not after watching you eat.
This is my favorite song. I play each day, and when I play, I love to sing along. I am a magic ball. I'm from many lands, and some might scream for lots of things. Sacred love no hand. I can play a little nursery song, or a classical quartet, a magic harp. My favorite song I play each day, and when
Well, you may not have anything to do today but listen to that harp, but I've got to get down the cellar and do my chores.
It's that smell again!
Fee-fi-fo, come, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee-fi-fo-fi, I know he's right nearby. Fee-fi-fo-fee, although he thinks he's fooling me. Fee-fi-fo-fo, he's right nearby, I know. Yes, I think I smell that sneak thief who climbed up and stole my hen. I'll soon have him wishing he were back home again. Fee-fi-fo-fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee-fi-fo-fi, I know he's right nearby. 'Cause I smell him, that's why.
Oh no, some more dissatisfied customers.
And I spent $200 on those worthless beans. I planted them in the garden and nothing happened.
I did the same. We've been hoodwinked by this charlatan. If I could get my hands on him, I'd tear him limb from limb.
No, that's too good for him. We should tar and feather him and run him out of town. Let's call a meeting tonight and decide what to do.
Good idea. Let's tell the people.
Look what you've done to the table.
I don't care. I'm going to catch that thief, and when I do, this will crush his bones.
I guess Mother's got out.
What's this? A gun to magic lamp. Will return quickly.
Don't worry. Jack. Up with my food! What's that smell?
It's your favorite food, dear. Skunk soup.
I don't want that. I want something more filling.
Dear, will this fill you up?
That's more like it. It's that smell again!
No, dear. It's the skunk soup.
No, it's that smell again!
Fee-fi-fo, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee-fi-fo-fi, I know he's right nearby. Fee-fi-fo-fi, although he thinks he's fooling me. Fee-fi-fo-fo, he's right nearby, I know. Yes, I think I smell that sneak thief who took both my hand and egg. This time he is done for, I don't care how he begs. Fee-fi-fo-fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee-fi-fo-fi, I know he's right nearby. 'Cause I smell him, that's right.
You're too upset to eat. Why don't you just take a nap? I'm going over and visit Mrs. Ogre.
Play harp.
really wish he hadn't gone. I guess we'd have made out all right.
But you didn't make him go. He went on his own. Even if we wanted him to go, we didn't ask him, did we? Honestly, Mother, we never even mentioned it.
I believe you. It's just that about 3 times I have a feeling something terrible is going to happen.
The harp, the magic harp. Oh, Jack, you've done it again.
Never mind that. This time we have real trouble. The giant woke up and I was bringing back the harp. Now he's coming.
Quickly, we must do something.
I know. I'll chop it down. Well, that's the end of the giant. I feel sorry for Mrs. Giant. She wasn't so bad. She just got mixed up with the wrong kind of man.
All I know is you're safe.
And all I know is we have a magic harp which will make a definite success of the end.
Do we? Of course.
The giant is dead, and Jack is rich. We're happy as can be. But now comes the happy ending that we love to see. The magic harp is back with Jack. That's where it does belong. And just for the happy ending, it will play a song. The hen will lay her golden egg and never long. Tomorrow we will go to town and visit every shop. So beat the drum and ring the bells, we'll dance forevermore. Oh my, what a happy ending, wasn't it worth waiting? Wasn't it worth waiting for?
I hope you're enjoying Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. But, you know, who are we kidding? But the plot, such as it is, opens with Santa Claus crash landing on a sunny Florida beach because his sled apparently does not believe in aerodynamics. He is immediately menaced by the Ice Cream Bunny, a creature whose motivations are never really truly explained, and whose very existence feels like a threat. Santa cannot move, the children cannot act, and so, to pass the time, they perform a version of Thumbelina, or Jack and the Beanstalk, depending on which cut of the film you're watching. These fairy tales unfold at a glacial pace, punctuated by songs that sound like they were improvised as they went along. The Ice Cream Bunny looms. Santa smiles through the pain. The children clap on cue. And somewhere, deep in the void, the concept of narrative quietly weeps. Yet, there is a strange sincerity here. No irony, no self-awareness, just absolute confidence that this is acceptable entertainment for the youth of America. You know, in films past, I'm like, oh, there's a hauntedness here. There's a sincerity here. This confidence is perhaps the most terrifying thing of all. Well, if we can stand it, let's get back to it. Here's Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny.
You see, children, now that you know the story, you know that you must never, ever be discouraged. Never lose faith. You must always believe. Keep on believing. Believe only good things, and good things will happen. Okay?
Why don't you take one more
Come on up here, boy. He looks like a smart dog. He's even kind of small to be able to pull a sled.
Oh, he's a small dog, but he can do anything.
Well,
And he can do real wonderful tricks, too.
well, if all the other animals couldn't get us out of this van, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or
He'll
not.
think of a way. He's real smart.
Well, I sure hope so. Looks like a good dog.
He'll think of a way.
I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Look at that sun. Oh, it, oh, it is hot. I simply have to take this coat off. I cannot bear it one more moment. Oh, 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 feel how much better that is. Oh, oh. What is that? What is that I hear? Where is it coming from? Oh, I hear sirens, but I don't see a fire. I don't see any smoke. Whenever there's a siren, it means there's a fire. And yet I don't see any smoke. I hear sirens. Where is that coming from? Where's that sound coming from? Oh, see. I think I had better get my coat on very quickly. Can't let anybody see Santa Claus without his coat on. We'll just put this belt on as quickly as we can. and see what's going on. Buckle on, and hoop, and now straighten up a little bit. I think we're ready. Now let's see what all this is about. What is that? What is
me, oh woe is me. We will set old Santa free. We will give him a helping hand and get his sleigh out of the sand. The reindeer's left him sitting here. It's just too hot for them we fear. His predicament lacks his usual cheer. The Christmas day will soon be here. We will help him. We will set him free. Our friends will where to find him. They would be here when to pray. The very sick patiently, stuck in the sand, always looking and waiting for someone to get his sleigh out for a day in sun. We will help him. We will set him free. If our friends knew where to find him, they would be here 1, 2, 3. So there he sits, patiently, stuck in the sand. Oh, woe is me. Looking and waiting for someone to get his sleigh out for a day is done. We will help him. We will set him free. If our friends knew where to find him, they would be here 1, 2, 3. So there he sits, patiently, stuck in the sand. Oh, woe is me. Looking and waiting for someone to get his sleigh out.
That character looks mighty familiar. I wonder, could it be
the ice cream bunny? Of course. Of course. Thank you, children. It's good to see you again. Well, my old friend, the ice cream bunny. I surely hope that you'll be able to help me out of my predicament this time. Well, and all the children will be so happy, and you will help, won't you? Of course you will. Of course you will. Well, and you rebel, you old hound, you were the one who helped, weren't you? Were you the one that brought the ice cream bunny to help me out of my predicament? Well, old friend, I'm surely glad that you've come to help. There's so much to be done. Now then, yes, of course, we'll all help, won't we? And now, what are we going to do, I wonder? Think we'll all be able to help? Why, of course, of course. However, look at that date, the 20th. There's only 4 days left. Do you think that we'll be able to make it on time? There's so much to do and so little time to do it in. But of course, old friend, you will come through. We will make it, won't we? Of course we will. And all the children all over the world will get their Christmas gift. Well, it's time to go. We've established that we will try to make it, won't we? So, children, you'll be looking forward to your presents. We'll try very hard. Goodbye, children. Remember, you have to keep and you have to believe and everything will turn out to be just fine. Goodbye, children. Thank you. Remember, be good like you've been all year long. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye, children.
Like magic. When Santa arrived back at the North Pole, there waiting for him was his sleigh.
And there you have it, my minions, Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. It is inept. It is baffling. It is aggressively cheerful in a way that borders on psychological warfare. And yet, it survives, passed down through bootlegs, bargain bin, and public domain collections like a cursed fruitcake no one dares to throw away. This is not a film to be understood. It is a film to be endured, preferably with friends, commentary, and a strong beverage of your choosing. Thank you for braving this holiday hallucination with me here on Demented Features. May your sleighs fly straight, your bunnies melt quickly, and your Christmases remain mercifully ice cream free. Good night and happy holidays, whatever you are.
Hello, my minions. Welcome to Demented Features. Danvers here. Hold on 1 second. Let's see.
Hello?
Hello. This is Danvers. May I speak to Penny Dreadful? Gru? Gru, is that you? No. I'm not crank calling you this time. I promise. This time it's important. It's important. Can you put Penny on the line?
Could you just give me that? Don't eat the phone again. Danvers, how many times do I have to tell you I'm not going to curse Dr. Coate so that you can watch an extra hour of TV?
No. That's not it this time. Maybe next time though. But anyway, I found this old book in the basement. It's called Barney the Vampire, or the Feast of Blood. And Dr. Coate and Ivy said that it's a Penny Dreadful. I said that's impossible because Penny Dreadful is up there in Massachusetts and not in the asylum basement.
No, Danvers. I am Penny Dreadful, excellent hostess of shilling shockers. No, you see, what you have there is a Penny Dreadful, which was a British publication released in the 19th century, and it was released in serialized format. Each week, the installments would cost a penny apiece.
Oh, I see.
And of course, Varney the Vampire, well, that's an epic serial that was unleashed upon the world between 1845 and 1847 in weekly installments. That's quite the collector's item you have there, Danvers.
Ooh. Well, in that case, I have a great idea. Let's show the first part of Varney the Vampire, or the Feast of Blood, right here on Demented Features.
Well, good luck with that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Have an excellent time. Guru, make sure you change our phone number.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed Varney the Vampire. Yes, there's a whole season of Varney the Vampire, so go check it out. You can go to feastofblood.com or, of course, dementedfeatures.com and check out the whole season. It's cheap. It's very affordable, and it helps support us here at Demented Features, and, of course, you're going to love the whole season, Varney the Vampire or the Feast of Blood. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Tonight's feature is The Phantom, of the Opera. Yes, the 1925 version of Phantom of the Opera, starring Lon Chaney Sr., the man known as the Man of a Thousand Faces. It also stars Norman Carey and Mary Philbin. Without further ado, from 1925, The Phantom of the Opera. So I hope you're enjoying The Phantom of the Opera. This film was directed by Rupert Julian, and after it premiered in front of test audiences, Universal was really frightened that they wouldn't recoup their money, because this was a huge production with a lot of money thrown at it, and they decided that they needed to reshoot a great deal of the film, make it more of a romantic type of film with action sequences, is how it's been described. Well, the director, Rupert Julian, did not like this idea, so he ultimately left the production. And then Universal brought in Edward Sedgwick to reshoot a great deal of the film, which is what we have now. But interestingly enough, there are 3 versions of this film. One is what you're seeing tonight, and there's another film cut, and then there's another from 1930 where the actors came in with new audio technology and actually voiced their parts. I personally have never seen this version, and if you have, please leave a comment below and let us know. I'd love to see this version, and have really no idea, even in this day and age of the internet where you can find anything, I don't know where to find it. So there it is. So let's go on to another thing that I think you're going to enjoy. Newly published is this stage version of Night of the Living Dead. So this is the production that Weird City Theater Company in Austin, Texas performed, and you can see clips from that production. I'll leave a link in the description below, but you can buy this copy from Amazon, and we'll also have a link at Demented Features. So this is my favorite version, because I wrote it. It's also available for licensing, so if your theater company out there would like to perform Night of the Living Dead, there it is. You go to it. So without further ado, we'll go back to Phantom of the Opera for the second half, and here we go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed The Phantom of the Opera. It's one of our favorites here at Demented Features, and I hope it will become one of your favorites as well. Before we leave you tonight, I want to talk to you a little bit about someone who is very special to us. Right before Halloween, we lost one of our favorite people. His name is Zachary. Zachary was 98 years young. We loved Zachary, and we have been very greatly influenced by Zachary over the years. So as we leave you tonight, I want to present you with a little bit of Zachary's work. So, good night, whatever you are.
I'll send a small box of smallpox, a large tub of hubbub, your own noose for home use, a crate full of hateful, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me.
Especially by night. That's the best time for vampires, I tell you. Vampire doesn't get around much in the daytime, you know. I'm already here to run off a little test batch, you might say. Got the stuff here, you know. You have to have the stuff, you know. Looks like this is going to be very... Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Whee! Hot! Whee! Oh! Ooh. Oh, dear. I'll have to get that off the wall before it eats through the stone, you know. Well, I always like to do my house the way Mama used to do it. I believe in the old-fashioned.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
Ahoy, me hearties, it's your old shipmate, Captain Barnacle. I've shoved Danvers off the set for an episode, but yes, I know you've been waiting. You've been waiting 8 long years by the reckoning of the shorefolk time. You know, entire voyages began and ended, empires risen, fallen, and been rebooted at least twice. And yet here we are at last. The final episode of the 1950s Long John Silver television series, shot clear across the world in Australia and saved apparently for a Christmas miracle. Tonight's tale is fittingly titled The Orphan's Christmas, which feels appropriate not just for the holiday, but for the series itself, abandoned on the dock, while I kept promising, next voyage, lads, next voyage. But I assure you, this isn't neglect, it's tradition. Pirates are never late. We arrive precisely when the tide is right. So pour yourself a mug of grog, hang a bit of tinsel on the mizzenmast, and prepare for a very peculiar holiday celebration. One involving orphans, moral lessons, and Long John Silver doing what Long John Silver does best, circling the line between rogue and role model.
If sailors' tales to sailors' tunes, storm and adventure, heat and cold, if schooners, islands, and maroons and buccaneers and buried gold, and all the old romance retold exactly in the ancient way, can please as me they pleased of old, the wiser youngsters of today, so be it. Ha-ha, and fall off.
Move up.
close together. There will be no talking.
Yes, Miss Willoughby. Hey, be careful. She's probably watching from inside the bakers to see if she can see us. She's always worse around Christmas. Merry Christmas. What's the matter? We're orphans. Are you? So am I. I don't believe you. Do you live in an orphanage? I live with Miss Purity at the Cask and Anchor. We live at Miss Willoughby's. I've never seen an orphan before that looked like you. I'm Jim Hawkins.
What's the meaning of this? I forbade you to talk. How dare you disobey me?
It was my fault, ma'am.
Into line. March!
Goodbye. Goodbye. Merry Christmas, ma'am.
Angel, knock the tree down.
Hooking up there. Here, have you a nice star for the top?
Aye.
And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them till it came and stood over where the young child was.
No wonder they say Christmas be for the little children. I'll have Jim climb up and fix that to the top when he gets back from his Christmas shopping.
Here he be now. Squandered your last penny, eh, lad?
There's something wrong, Jim? Tell me, what's wrong, lad?
I can't enjoy Christmas. I'm an orphan.
Why, you're no orphan. Why, you've more family than most. You got Purity and me and Patch and all them other swabs.
And me.
I'm very happy. But when I saw those other orphans and the way they were treated by Miss Willoughby...
Who be this old bag Willoughby?
The orphan house belongs to Miss Willoughby. It's the only place available. She feeds them and clothes them and sees that they are educated.
And she's mean to them.
Coldness and lack of love can hurt worse than blows, Miss Purity.
They didn't even dare speak to me. They didn't seem to know how to smile.
Oh, you don't mean that, lad.
The sound of laughter and gaiety seems to drive Miss Willoughby mad. And I suppose that must be why she hates Christmas.
Hates Christmas?
There's no Christmas at the orphanage.
No party?
No presents?
No Christmas? How can you stand by and allow such things, Reverend?
The authorities' hands are tied. She doesn't actually beat them.
I should hope not. Isn't there something we could do?
They could have all my presents. I don't want them. They could have them.
Bless you, Jim.
I mean it.
Ought to be sure you do, lad.
There'll be no need for that, Jim. You'll have your presents, and so will they.
Oh, Long John.
No, we'll have to take the will for the deed, Long John.
I'll have a word with the rest of the crew.
Oh, I'm afraid you'll find them all in the same boat. Oh, but never mind, Long John. It was a sweet and proper thought. I'll buy the presents for the children. And we'll go right this minute and buy them.
And wrap them in pretty paper?
Aye, and pretty string, too.
And when they see the presents tomorrow morning, they won't be able to help smiling.
Here, what be wrong, Reverend?
Oh, I very much doubt if Miss Willoughby will let the children accept your gifts.
She'd better, or else I'll kill all the old witch.
I'll scratch your eyes out.
But in the long run, the children would suffer. On no account dare we anger Miss Willoughby. But there would be no harm in trying to persuade her.
We could persuade her.
Good night, children.
Good night, Miss Willoughby.
Night time is for sleeping, not for talking. Good night, children.
Good night, Miss Willoughby.
Night time is for sleeping, not for talking.
Purity and the Reverend should be up at the orphanage by now. You'll see, lad. Willoughby won't refuse them pretty presents. But if she do, why then our party'll fall flatter than a serpent's stomach.
The kitchen maids are wondering if to go on preparing for the party, Long John.
Of course.
I keep thinking how different it must be at the orphanage.
Here, look here. You and I and Patch will go up there. It ain't far.
But Reverend Monasta told us not to.
Miss Willoughby will never see us. We'll just keep our eyes peeled.
You have a plan.
A good captain never makes a plan until he's spied out the lay of the land.
But what could be the harm of letting the children have the presents?
Yes, it won't cost you a penny, seeing they're already wrapped and everything.
That is hardly the point, Miss Pinker.
Then what is the point?
Children should not expect things for nothing, especially orphans. I'll allow no interference in my running of this institution, least of all from a tavern keeper. If I considered it proper to use Christmas as an excuse for pagan revelry, I shall do so, without your assistance. Or yours, Reverend Monasta.
Why, you...
Please, Miss Pure...
Show the gaff, Reverend. I were willing to bite back me rage when I thought there was a chance to do something for these children, but there's not a chance, so it's speak or bust. Why, you're as much out of place among children as you are snuggling up to a man.
Get this person out of my house.
That will be a pleasure.
Here. It looks like she'll be reading those letters for hours.
The boys sleep up there.
Now, you go on up there and invite them all to our party.
But they wouldn't dare.
Afterwards, we'll put them back through the window without the old witch knowing a thing about it. Patch, lend you my hand. I'll keep an eye on Willoughby. Right?
Of course there's a Father Christmas. What kind of talk is this?
Then why doesn't he do something when we all wished so hard?
Well, 'cause
these rules are for children. We're orphans.
That ain't true. We're children too. Shh. Can't be. Father Christmas comes by the chimney. It's me, Jim Hawkins.
We thought you were Father Christmas.
Come here. Listen. I want you all to get your clothes and put them on. Don't make a noise. There's going to be one here. Don't go down the guns.
The kids are coming. The girls, too. I'll stand below and help them down. And then take them straight to the cask and anchor. What about you? I'll stand guard over the old Willoughby till you're safely there. Well, you won't miss the party. No, not if I can help it. But if I has to, you'll see that them young'uns have a Christmas party they'll remember as long as they live.
Ahoy again, me hearties. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Captain Barnacle, this doesn't feel much like Christmas, well, you're not wrong. There's precious little snow, no reindeer, and the only thing jingling is the sound of adventure serial conventions clinking into place. But that's part of the charm of these 1950s television Christmas specials. Holiday spirit was less about decorations and more about values. Generosity, redemption, and the idea that even the most morally flexible pirate might find his heart growing 3 sizes under the right circumstances. This series, filmed in Australia, but meant to feel vaguely Caribbean, has always lived in the in-between space. It's not Treasure Island, but it borrows its soul. It's not a children's show, but it behaves itself just enough to pass inspection. And Long John Silver himself, well, he's Santa Claus. If Santa had a criminal record and a talent for plausible deniability. Stick with it. The treasure here isn't gold. It's the sheer sincerity of mid-century television trying very hard to teach kids that kindness matters, even when delivered by a man with one leg and a flexible relationship with the law.
Make all the noise we likes when we gets to the tavern. Quiet now. We're going to pass close by a window.
You asleep, children?
not be needing that.
Who are you?
Father Christmas.
Leave my house or I'll call the authorities.
A gentleman wouldn't draw a pistol on a lady. But by your actions, you be no lady. According to purity, you treats them kids a real mean.
So, you're from that tavern woman, that common.
Now, mind your tongue.
Yes. You're probably capable of any atrocity.
Whatever that may mean, I probably am. Now, sit ye down and make yourself at home. You and me be in for a long wait.
I want you...
Your present for Christmas be gold and silence.
You shouldn't have let Jim go out this time of night.
Yes, but Miss Purity, Long John and Patch was with him.
I am afraid they have gone to Miss Willoughby.
Miss Purity!
Welcome to you and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. How'd you ever persuade the old... I mean, Miss Willoughby? Well...
We'll explain that later.
Oh, never mind. You're all here. You're all here, and that's all that matters. Now, Jim, you take over, huh? Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you, little lambs. Hurry and get dressed up. You gotta move on, Reverend. And how do you like the look of things?
It's like fairyland.
Oh, it's like fairyland. Oh, Merry Christmas. These be our guest boys. Make them feel at
home. You'll find your place at the end of a rope, terrifying me and kidnapping the children. Well, answer me. How dare you treat me as though I'm beneath your contempt, a villain, a ruffian like you? The children are as happy as I was when I was a child. My father was harsher with me than I with them. Why should they be happy? I never was.
Miss Willoughby.
Well, go ahead and shoot. I don't care.
Shoot a lady.
I'm not a lady. You said so yourself.
But there was a gentleman once who thought you was a lady. Richard were his name, weren't it? Was this your young man?
He jilted me.
Oh, the villain.
Well, why don't you laugh?
Now, what kind of a scurvy dog do you take me for?
Others have laughed. My father laughed till the day he died.
Well, he was a real villain.
He said only an ugly old fool like myself would believe a word a sailor told.
Oh, so Richard were a sailor.
Yes. I was 20. Very plain. Richard told me he loved me. We used to meet secretly. He wanted to marry me. I was happy. For the first time in my life, I told him Father would cut me off completely if we married without his consent. So Richard sailed away to make his fortune.
I see. But why do you hate Christmas so?
Because he promised to come for me at Christmas. Christmas bells were to have been our wedding bells. But he never came. And I've had to live on, year after year, Christmas after Christmas, listening to those hateful Christmas bells.
And this be his picture.
I kept it like a foolish old maid. Why, what's the matter? Did you know him?
Be your given name Honorier?
Yes.
Richard Carstairs. At last I found her.
Richard Carstairs?
Well, that be his name, ain't it?
Yes, but how...
You say he jilted you. Why, woman, he loved you with passion to the end.
End?
He died with your name on his lips.
Richard died?
An hero's death. He and I were shipmates. He was sailing home to you when our ship were boarded by pirates and Richard was slain.
Oh.
But just as his eyes were closing, he says to me, Honorier, Honorier, he says, and his head fell back on my shoulders dead. Harry, it must have been close to Christmas, nigh on 20 years ago.
But why didn't you come and tell me?
As to that, you see, I stayed aboard too long, all on account of your Richard. I gave him a sailor's burial, and then I were taken by them pirates. Oh, it were many a long day afore I escaped, and when I did, well, all I knew of you was the name Honorier.
He did love me?
Oh, he loved you to the end.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, all of you, get in. Come on, you. That's the little lad. All in through here. Now, all face this way and close your eyes tight. This way, over towards there. Close your eyes tight and make a wish. A great big wish. And nobody open their eyes now till I say open. You hear? All right, now ready. Open your eyes and turn around.
Yes, it's Father Christmas with toys for all.
Father Christmas, did you hear? Did you hear what I wished, even if I am an orphan?
Now...
You remember? I wished that Miss Willoughby would be kind to us.
And so she will be from now on. Forgive me. Please. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
And now for the presents.
For Miss Willoughby.
And hier, Adolf. Here's something for little Mary.
I never heard anything so romantic. How Richard dying in your arms.
But he ain't her Richard.
You mean you never knew him?
I knowed him, but he ain't her Richard. And he ain't dead, neither.
Long John.
Now, it'll be all right so long as Miss Willoughby stays away from Bonaventura. He be living there with his wife and 11 children.
Everybody dance!
And there you have it, me hearty. Orphan's Christmas. The final port of call in the Long John Silver television voyage. Unless I can find the lost episodes, but I wouldn't hold your breath. After nearly 8 years of me saying I will finish that series, we finally have. No mutiny required, no cursed treasure, just patience, persistence, and the gentle reminder that unfinished business has a way of tapping you on the shoulder, usually around the holidays. There's something oddly fitting about ending this journey with a Christmas episode. Not because it's especially festive, but because it's about closure, about choosing generosity over greed, about realizing that even pirates, especially pirates, need a home port now and then. So whether you've been with me since the first Long John Silver